Yeah, they would have been very useful earlier on.
It's
Yeah.
like, why didn't you take them all, you fool?
Actually, you know what though? The moment I saw the goddamn Batwing coming through the greenhouse, I was like, "What?" It's like
Oh yeah, the
you just
Batwing
said,
just rips
yeah,
the roof off or
you just
something. It just
you can't
flies
use
in.
it for anything else.
It's like you can remote control this thing all over the island, and you're not just blowing the roofs off shit just to get in. It's like they already know you're here. Stealth really isn't much of an option.
Yeah, unload on them.
Uh, well, and the only real gameplay purpose that served, wasn't it just to give you the zip line?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which begs the question, why didn't you take it the first time you were in the Bat Cave? Look, this is the retarded thing. You take the Bat Call the first time you're in the Bat Cave, right?
And then you come back to the Batcave and get the Ultra Claw.
yeah.
It's like, why
Indeed!
didn't you just take the Ultra Claw with you the first time, you fool?
I didn't think I would need it.
Why? He has infinite amount of pockets in his, utility belt.
Why didn't he just have them on his belt in the first place?
I mean,
I was-
hell, it has carousel reversal spray.
It's like, okay, I could vaguely understand getting the explosive gel out of his car trunk at the beginning. Okay, that made sense. All right. Getting the claw out of the Batcave the first time, that
I don't know,
was
but
semi-believable.
After getting the Ultra Bat Claw and he puts it in his belt, I immediately thought of a Simpsons reference where Krusty was playing a Batman villain.
Yeah, the
It's like,
carousel
what
reversal
don't you
spray.
have in that belt?
Patience. Patience for evildoers like you. Because he escaped with his carousel reversal spray.
Reversal spray.
Uh, but the last two power-ups, the second time you go into the cave,
Ultra
the zip
Batclaw.
line, I couldn't. I just like I face palmed. It didn't. It was game logic. That's all it was. And
Alright,
that
going back to the patch option you brought up, if there is going to be an Adam West patch, I want an exploding shark boss.
Yes. No, a giant bomb he lifts over his head and runs around. And you have to have the carousel reversal spray for no reason.
Yeah.
they should add Metroid Prime sound effects in with a patch.
Metroid. Oh, I gotta tell you, the
Metroid
game
Prime
really did
sound.
remind me of Metroid a lot.
Well, the fact that you had to scan so much shit to get the bonuses.
that
Getting
and,
new devices.
getting,
Getting new devices
yeah,
to
getting
get around. Yeah.
using your new gadgets to get to new places that you couldn't get to before. The whole exploration kind of setup reminded me of Metroid. That's why.
That's not really a bad thing.
No, it's
also
not.
pretty-
That's one of the reasons why I love it.
Yeah. It's also pretty Metal Gear Solid-ish too, in terms of like you're on an island, a dark island.
I wish I
And,
could zip line through walls with with a snake.
Uh, had a much better combat system than Metal Gear Solid ever dreamed of, though.
Yeah, but Metal Gear Solid wasn't very combat focused until you got to 4, and now it's basically Wolverines. I swear that's all 4 was, but
Well, actually, I played through 4 as a stealth game, but
well, you
yeah.
can, and I did too. But you could pretty much just play through the whole game in about a quarter of the time by just going Wolverines
Well-
on everyone.
Well, you see, I blow at shooting games, so I had to do it stealth.
Yeah.
But you do get some nifty rewards for not killing everything,
Like the big boss emblem.
like the solar gun.
Solar gun.
I like the tornado gun.
Back to Batman and
Yeah.
everything.
Does anyone
Um,
else have anything else to discuss about the game?
Let me see. The challenge missions. We haven't really talked about anything but the Joker. What did you think of the challenge missions?
They add some replayability to the game, but they don't really do much.
Well, you know, the one thing that pissed me off was the exclusive Dem Bones Scarecrow challenge map, which in the game is actually called Scarecrow Nightmare rather than Dem Bones, which
You're
I-
not missing much, trust me.
No, I got it. I'm just saying, it's the kind of thing that should have been in the game in the first place, rather than some stupid exclusive downloadable
GameSpot
mission.
thing.
It's like,
Well,
like,
it's not
well,
really any different from.
it's
other
one
beat-em-up
room,
games.
and you fight a whole bunch of enemies infinitely. I think it's infinitely anyway. I've
Yeah,
never
it's
made
until-
it past
it's
the
until you
third
get-
round.
It's until
The
you
thing
get
is, yes, and the thing is that the only special thing about it is that it happens to be skeletons, and the scarecrow is talking at you the whole time. That's the kind of thing. That's the kind of like simple mission that should have been on the disc. And you know something else that pissed me off? You actually had to download the Joker if you had the
PS3 version.
the PS3 version. Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
that was kind of bullshit.
It's like, what the fuck?
It's not like you're
It's-
going to eventually make it for the 360 anyway. We all know you are.
They will.
Yeah, but they should have put it on the disc anyway. They should have put it on the disc. It's a fucking Blu-ray. It has room.
I mean, yeah,
Why
if
didn't you
it's
put
on
it
the
disc?
360, it has room on the PS3.
What about the people who buy the game thinking that they're going to be able to play as the Joker, but they don't have an internet connection for their PS3? What about them? They're not going to be able to play as the Joker at all. So like
It's
that's a
coming to
rip.
the 360. That's all I can say.
I do like that the game promises that they're going to have like free downloadables as time goes on.
Adam
That's
West patch.
Yeah, has anything been confirmed as of late?
No, not that I've heard.
no. The game has a message that pops up in the downloadable content
Yeah.
section saying that there's going to be free downloadables.
I'm,
And
I'm
there's,
just
like,
taking a gander what that DLC, if any of the DLC has been actually confirmed.
Oh no.
I demand Adam West downloadable patch.
Yeah, well,
They should know how well that would be downloaded.
that would be awesome.
I guess the last thing to talk about is that if they do a sequel, what would you like to see improved?
I'd like to see some added combat elements. I'd like to see them do enemies that can block you less lazily than they did in this game, because I have a serious problem with the knife and stun baton dudes. It's like the stun baton dudes, you punch them in the face and get shocked. There's no animation for them blocking you at all. I understand them having a stun baton, that maybe attacking them from the front isn't the smartest thing to do, but they didn't even add an animation for the block. And the knife dudes, okay, they have two knives. Why does that mean they automatically block everything? And why can't you block them? Can't catch their arm, maybe? This is Batman! God damn!
A knife! He's got a knife!
I only have 2-inch thick armor. I'd like to see. I'd like to see more integration of other characters, not just meek cameos every now and again, and only the people who are absolutely necessary.
I'd like to see them try making a sandbox game with the same gameplay engine, like a Gotham City game.
I've heard that idea shooting around.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's like the one thing I'm somewhat apprehensive about in that regard is the sandbox games have a tendency to have fairly mediocre environmental graphics, and even the character models would probably suffer.
Yeah, doesn't Arkham Asylum take up a pretty good chunk of a 360's disc?
I guess so.
The install file for Arkham Asylum is 6 gigs.
Ooh. On the PS3, it's only 1.2, but...
Oh, well,
No,
the PS3 only installs what it needs to. The install on the 360 is it installs the